It's called Red Card. What am I looking at? This is Piccadilly resurrected.
That I think most people will probably agree on, and they already kind of are, is that the map selection is trash. Red Card is the worst map in Call of Duty history. I'm just gonna say it. Horrifyingly bad.
My videos are aging like fine wine. Now, I've had a few that age really well, but this one in particular is just incredible. Now, I don't mean to be in the whole mindset of tooting my own horn here, but seriously, I mean, you can't deny it at this point. These maps are some of the genuinely worst maps I have ever played in a Call of Duty game. I mean, just when I thought maybe something might be good, I was like, Warhead might be okay. Vorkuta might be okay. And then I played them. Oh my gosh, it is just horrible. Horrible. It's not fun at all. It's brain rot. It's chaos. Even a map like Payback that I thought was going to be, you know, a little bit slower, a little bit more strategic. Nope. It is just, it's ridiculous. It's tight, close quarters, too many people. You get one kill, you try to reload, they just get blasted again. My gosh. It is a nightmare to play this game. Vorkuta, Subsonic, Warhead, Lowtown, horrible map. Payback, terrible map. Protocol, terrible. You know what? They're all just terrible. Especially Red Card. Red Card is just the worst. Now, I remember I put out a video and I just showed the clip. Man, I called that. I called all of them. I mean, all my critiques. Go back and watch the video and you can see like, oh yeah, that map does play like that. That map does play like that. My goodness gracious. It's kind of sad. I mean, 4 years, 4,000 devs. That's all I can say. 4 years and 4,000 devs. Now let's move on, because, you know, the maps are bad and all. The matchmaking is atrociously bad this time around. I mean, it is just a sweat fest, man. It is just nerds sliding on their butts, thinking they're professional acrobats, just diving everywhere and stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think this movement is incredibly fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I was sliding around and diving and everything. People were probably complaining about me. I was one of the sweats that people were complaining about. But everybody in the lobby is just kind of a clone of each other. And it's just horrible. Now, I'm also getting, like, long search times for these matches. And if it's the best launch in the history of the game, why am I waiting longer than 30, 40 seconds to get into these games? Oh yeah, it's because the matchmaking's rigged to force certain results, so the player pool you can actually play with is so limited. I have this chart, I'm gonna flash it right here. Now, I'm gonna do another video on this, because the eomm is still just as bad as it was in the beta, but I track every single one of my games if I even decide to play this abysmal game, and matchmaking is still just as rigged. I basically cannot get above like a 1.2 most of the time, and if I do, I get like a 2 KD or something, I know the next game is going south for the winter. I basically cannot get above a 2 KD and I can't go below a 0.5 KD. If I'm trying just normal skill level, Pete, just trying, I cannot escape that range of KDs. I've played with friends who can do it. I've played with friends who are in less sweaty skill brackets that play with my brackets and do better. It makes absolutely 0 sense. And I only played because I own the Game Pass. So I gave it a shot for maybe 12 hours. And I'm just massively disappointed by this game. The movement, the smoothness of everything. You can shoot while doing everything. I mean, it is quite awesome in my opinion. This game could really be something, but it just feels like the game doesn't know what it wants to be. Is it Black Ops? Is it Modern Warfare? Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it chaotic? Is it controlled? It just doesn't know. Nothing runs properly. And the fact that the best map in the entire game is Nuketown. Sorry, not the best map. The only good map in the entire game is a map from 2010 goes to show that whoever designed these maps are not from the Treyarch we know and love from years past. In fact, I don't think Treyarch had anything to do with these maps at all. I really do think Activision's prerogatives are so set in stone that they want everyone to have the same equal balanced wins and losses proportionately experience because, oh, the data that shows that slot machine casino matchmaking keeps people on the game longer than normal. So whoop-de-frickin' do, we gotta deal with these Activision designed maps. Now, the reason I say they're Activision designed is because clearly their motives are shown here. The maps are too confusing, they're too big, sometimes too small, the spawns are unpredictable, like the most unpredictable spawns we've ever had. I mean, from 2019 to this game, it's terrible, man. It's terrible. There's no match flow. You can't learn the flow of the maps because the spawns are so chaotic. I mean, everything is just random and unpredictable. The more I play the game, right, the more I realize it actually feels like a casino. I'm gonna make a video about this, I think, but it feels like a casino. It doesn't feel like I'm going in and I can like strategize and use my skill and I'm getting better gradually. It's like I'm literally going in like, oh, I hope I get a good game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a normal competitive game where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun, I'm gonna get better, whatever. It's like, no, what kind of game am I gonna have? Are my shots gonna register this game? Are my spawns gonna be good this game? Like, it feels like a lottery. It just feels like something is so off about this game. It feels not skill-based. I can't read the game because it's so unpredictable. My bullets are inconsistent, and the 20 hertz tick rate definitely doesn't help either. Technically, if you're playing at 120 FPS, that means that every 6 frames is actually accurate. So the hit reg, rightfully, sucks. But yeah, everything is just designed to suffocate everything. And the kids who are running around on tiny maps, just diving around everywhere and sweating everything, they're dealing with the same casino matchmaking we are. So God bless them, because they're dealing with it too. But that doesn't excuse the fact that this is one of the worst games I have ever played. Like, it is bad, man. I mean, just the matchmaking is inexcusable. It's rigged, it's random, nothing is predictable, there's no skill gap involved. Like, the more brain rotted you are, the better you are. That's kind of how I'm framing it here. But this game had potential. They had 4 years and 4,000 devs. But because of the data, the game's ruined. So, yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm Prime Pete. Take it easy.